What's going on, King of Kings family? It's day 31 of our Lent campaign, dwelling on the Gospel of John through the 40 days of Lent. And today's reading is John chapter 16, verses 16 through 33. And the part that I gravitated to was at the very end where Jesus says, "In this world you will have distress, but be encouraged, for I have conquered the world." Another translation is, "In this world you will have trouble, but fear not, for I have overcome the world." There's this misconception that somehow following Jesus ensures us an easier life, a more peaceful life, a life free of stress and difficulty. And that's just not the case. There is no life that is free of struggle, that is free of difficulty, that is free of stress. Because we live in a broken world where stuff is messed up, where things like the coronavirus can happen, and where jobs can be lost and people can get sick and die, and that is not God's doing. God did not intend for that to be our reality, and yet it is our reality because of the collective sin of humanity. God is at work reconciling us to God in Christ and to one another. But that doesn't exempt us from the difficulty. It does not exempt us from the struggle, from the stress that will be present in our experience. Jesus ensures it. He promises it. He says this is going to happen. But he also says, "Fear not, for I have conquered the world, for I have overcome the world. I have defeated that which is the source of your stress and your struggle and your fear and your anxiety. And while for a short time, you will experience it, that in the long term, in the eternal, you will rest with me and have peace with me." And so what we're going through with the coronavirus is a short time. This will be over. This too shall pass. And even in this life, in light of eternity, those struggles, those difficulties will pass. They feel like they're really long and all-consuming right now, but they will pass, and there will be a day and an eternity where we are at peace. We are at rest with Jesus. But until then, we cling to the promise that Jesus has conquered that which is the source of all of the struggle and the difficulty and the things that cause us distress and trouble. And so my encouragement today is just cling to that promise that this is a tough season that we're going through. It is a challenging season. It is an anxiety-producing season. It seems like every day there's something new and different that we have to deal with, and yet Jesus is present with us and will see us through. So that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.